So, what do you do when spirits come to you and you're frightened? Don't be scared. Personally, it's up to you if you so choose to, but I didn't tell anyone outside my family that I had these things that would come around. Come to find out, a lot of people in my family, uh, the generations under, they're all mostly gifted, mostly. So, what do you do if you see a spirit and you're a little frightened? And how should you feel about it? Now, if you feel a little shy about explaining yourself, because most people are going to say you're weird, you're crazy, you're different, but not in a good way. So it's up to you what you choose to do if you want to share that with people. But if you see a spirit, like yesterday, for instance, my son is gifted as well. So when we moved in this apartment in this town, we noticed like things happening, doors unlocking. Right while you're looking, the door just opens. But I think at first the thing was trying to scare us, whatever, because this one did not show itself. They just moved shit around. So yesterday because we keep ignoring it because we're used to it, so we just ignore it. So yesterday in my son's room, I'm in my room, but we have like rooms that are facing each other. So he's standing at my door, and all of a sudden his door in his room comes real hard, like swings out real hard. And I look at him, I go, "You see that?" Now, most people would run and then, ignore what's going on, but you know what I mean? We ignore it because we're used to it, but not because we're afraid of it. So we just talked to it and said, "Hey, we're here for you. If you need to talk, you need to a message out. Um, we're here for you, basically." And it stopped doing what it was doing. I haven't had any entities or experiences since yesterday, but every day that thing is busy. Um, and it's so funny because you just sit there and watch them open the door, and and in my door it creaks, it goes, real slow, and I just go, okay, when you ready to talk, I'm here. So don't be afraid. Most of the time, when you sit down and talk to them and answer what they want or get across what they want, and you have to be like super in tune because sometimes they give you clues like through music, and I don't do like some people they channel through music when they do tarot and stuff like that. I don't do that. But they will give you a message in the weirdest way, like my uncle did. He kept playing this jacked up uh, song, and it's a cat on my porch. Hopefully that's a cat, and I wish it was a squirrel. Not a squirrel, a raccoon. I want to say a raccoon out here so bad. Anyways, when you see, where was I? When you see oh, they relate to you through music. But like my uncle did, it was this horrible song at his funeral. Horrible. And he kept playing it for like 3 days in my head and then by the third day it got louder and louder, and come to find out he was buried on that, well, not buried on that day, his ashes were spread on that day on native land, because my mom is half native and white, and so she's black, white, and native, and my dad's black. So when they spread the ashes out, my I called my uncle and I said, I'm sorry, I called my aunt and told her my uncle told me to tell him that what she did was fine. I didn't know ashes was being spread that day. I didn't know any of the sort, but let's see, he didn't want to be there. He wanted to be by where he used to work. That's where he worked on a shore or something. He wanted to be there, but when they got there, they thought it wasn't clean enough. So then they went to this space that they thought was really pretty to release him, and come to find out that's where the natives released their dead, where they released him, but they didn't know until after the fact. So it was like he's native too. So they just brought him on home. Birds came in as they put his ashes in there, And then they took him away. So when you see spirit and they're trying to talk to you and you got the ability to help out, help out. Because as soon as you help out, they go away. So be blessed.